Right now it's me and the two pacifists. If the rest of you change your minds, you can join at any point. Well, sleepyhead, get up! Hey! Bunny ears! Your team's over here! Come on! Hey, kid! Follow me!
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Wow, they really did clear out the entire population of the city just for one night, didn't they? I don't know if everyone made it out of there in time. Think they're okay?
Seriously? Hmm? You're worried about the guys trying to kill us?
Good point. For now, let's just try to find a place where we can lay low. Yeah, that'll do. No one's going to be looking for us down here. By the way, thanks for agreeing to my peace treaty.
No problem. I mean, that is the reason you saved me, isn't it?
True. Oh, I just realized we haven't introduced ourselves yet. I'm Sharyu, warrior of the monkey, killing peacefully.
I'm Nezumi, warrior of the rat, killing all.
Huh. You're awfully young, aren't you? Though if you were chosen to participate in the Junie Tyson, I guess you must at least be a halfway decent warrior.
Well, maybe, but when it comes to fighters, I think everyone has their own standard for what makes a decent one, right?
Dealing with children can be such a pain.
Hey, you're pretty powerful, aren't you?
Well, powerful enough to defend myself, I should hope.
You don't have to be so modest. I mean, you were the one who blew up the floor, weren't you? Miss Sharyu.
Oh, he figured it out, huh?
See, I'm thinking someone saw you putting together that alliance and felt threatened. They're about to launch a first strike to try and stop it. But you sensed something was up and protected us by taking out the floor, causing enough chaos for us to slip away. Am I right?
Well, yeah, more or less. But I didn't just sense it or anything as vague and subjective as that. Someone in that room was emitting a palpable urge to kill. That means one of the other warriors wanted to end the Junie Tyson with a bloodthirsty approach that was the polar opposite of my peaceful solution. And I couldn't have that.
Oh, and down we go. Seems most of them used the commotion as a cover so they could hide out, at least for the time being. There are no strict boundaries to the Junie Tyson playing field. Why, I've heard contestants can even leave the country if they desire. In fact, the man who won the last tournament, Boar, managed to turn the competition around in his favor specifically by traveling to a densely populated area. But with a ticking clock dictated by this poison we've got swimming around inside our bellies, I doubt anyone will stray too far from this city. Sooner or later, this old-timer here will get another chance to use this old-timer that I cobbled together. Tick, 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 just a matter of time.
Where the hell did that bastard get off to? Well, hello there. Hello, hello, hello.
And then reduced to serving as somebody else's sad little puppet. Just pathetic.
Yeah, I figured this place would be deserted. rules of this year's Tyson state the winner has to nab each of the poison jewels we all swallowed. That little 12-hour time bomb is gonna make it hard to fall back on the tried and true strategy of just laying low early on. That's not my style. If everyone's doing one thing, I do the opposite. That's me. Over the years, I've been happy to let the world believe that my special power is the savage mad dog's vice bite. But the thing that truly separates us dog warriors from the pack is the venom secreted from our fangs. Of course, anyone who gets a taste of it winds up dead, which tends to keep the word from spreading. I produce the toxins in my own body and then inject them into my enemy's bloodstream. Side effects may include death, and horrifically violent death. Of course, a bite is a bite, so to say that biting is my go-to move isn't technically a lie. Given my expertise in the area, I could tell right away that the jewel was a type of poison. And since I knew that, I had my body prepare an antidote to neutralize it before I even popped it in my mouth. Cheating? Sure, you could call it that, but ask me if I feel guilty about it. When I see an advantage, I seize it and use it to the fullest. Besides, it seems we have a pretty bloodthirsty bunch this time around. They'll probably thin out their own numbers up front, so for now, I'll just hang back and wait. Gladly. Waiting is what a dog does best. I'll wait till they're down to the last 2 or 3. Got the perfect hiding spot here, so what? A bird?
About before. It's not like I was trying to hide the fact that I was the one who made the floor go all kablooey back at the tower. But, you know... Okay. Yeah, maybe I was. It's just, I knew you'd look at me that way if I told you.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I mean, this is just how my face looks all the time. But more importantly, do you know who was coming after you?
No, I don't. There wasn't a whole lot of time to investigate. Took all I had just to make sure everyone could escape.
There you go, playing all modest again. Bet if you'd wanted to, you could have easily ID'd them and even obliterated them right on the spot. You're more than capable of that, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true. I could have. But I choose not to use my power like that. You'll learn there are far more appropriate ways to exercise great power, Nezumi.
Appropriate, huh? Given the circumstances, I'd say the mystery aggressor was the one acting more appropriately.
What the hell is this brat thinking? She was in the perfect position for an ambush.
Oh, right. Where are my manners? I'm Niwatori, the chicken. I came here because I was, well, I was hoping we could team up.
Team up, huh? That's right. She tried to accept the monkey's offer, too. For such a timid little waif, that's one hell of a flashy outfit. Like a costume someone picked out and made her wear. Sent into the Junie Tyson against her will, maybe? Team up? With you?
Uh-huh. Things may have gotten off to a rocky start back there, but in a battle royale, you should obviously try to form a solid alliance quickly, right?
Oh yeah? If that was such a brilliant idea, the monkey wouldn't have been the only idiot who suggested it. Everyone knows there can only be one winner here. Doesn't she get that teamwork and betrayal go hand in hand? Besides, can't see what I'd get out of working with a scrawny, obnoxious flibberty gibbet like her. Still, if we go at it now and somehow I end up wounded, that's not good for me either. I don't want to have even the slightest chance of getting eliminated early. My best move here might be to pretend like I'm teaming up with this girl, and then slay her before we run into anyone else.
Can we go now? We're kinda in trouble here. Big trouble. You know that creepy half-naked guy with the bunny ears? I know this sounds crazy, but he's a necromantist.
A necromantist?
He killed the boar! And now with her walking corpse, he's got a 3-person team!
How do you know?
Well, I have this secret ability called Eye of the Cormorant. It allows me to communicate with all of the birds in the sky and see everything they see. And that's how I found your hiding spot down here.
That pigeon. It was her filthy little spy. This bird-brained chick is even dumber than she looks. blabbing about her secret ability to someone she's just met, an arrival no less. But that rabbit warrior is the real problem right now. A necromantist. I thought they were just a myth. The more they slaughter, the more they expand their ranks. A killer who creates more killers. She'll be a cinch to beat, so I can always take her out whenever I want. I'll get all the use I can out of the girl, then discard her. But first things first. Niwatori!
Yes!
Do you by chance know where the rabbit is now?
Yes, of course I do. I've been tracking him. I had the birds keep their distance so he wouldn't notice, but keeping tabs on him should be our first priority, don't you think?
All right, fine. Given the circumstances, I've decided I'll go along with your little plan. But make no mistake about who's in charge here, girlie.
Wait, you mean that we are...
That's right. Let's go hunt some rabbits.
Yay! That's awesome! With you and I working together, we can win this thing! You won't regret this, I promise!
Don't get used to it. Our partnership ends the second the rabbit zombie squad is destroyed.
I should formally introduce myself. Niwatori, warrior of the chicken, killing by pecking!
Dotsuku, warrior of the dog, killing by biting. Now it's time to figure out how to best use this girl to my advantage.
You know the song that goes, we ran through those mountains full of rabbit, we fished in those rivers full of carp, and the joke about how it sounds like it's the people who are full of rabbit, not the mountains, even though that's clearly not what they meant. But I was thinking, since the next line is about catching fish, they probably caught and ate a lot of the rabbits too, so maybe they really were full of rabbits, just like the mountains were.
If you want to gab, then why don't you start by telling me everything you know about the other fighters?
Sure.
The only ones I know anything about are ox, dragon, snake, monkey, and boar. Just those 5. The most dangerous among them is ox, without question. How shall I put this? He's simply more powerful than you could ever imagine. He crushes every foe he meets on the battlefield. People call him the natural-born slayer.
Well, that sounds horrifying.
I'm sure he's gotta be one of the favorites to win this thing. If a fighter like you runs into him, my advice would be to run like hell. Not that it really matters. Whether you're killed by the ox or by me, you're still gonna end up dead. Let me see. Not much to say about the Tatsumi brothers, Dragon and Snake. They're a pair of twins who make a terrifying team. But since one of them's already dead, their threat level's cut in half. Literally.
Got it. So who else then?
Well, as you saw, Monkey's a pacifist and all-around do-gooder. A disgrace to the warrior name. She makes a living running into combat zones trying to negotiate peaceful resolutions. Her mediation has resulted in ceasefires, prematurely ending countless perfectly good wars. Sure, that broad may be a warrior for hire like us, but she's also a huge threat to our business. I bet the only reason she's even doing the Junie Tyson is to bring an end to this war, too.
But would that even be possible?
Ordinarily, I'd think not, but knowing Monkey, she just might pull it off.
And the last one?
No need to talk about Boar now. I mean, she could pull off a pretty impressive gun maneuver called non-reload, but... well, let's just say it's probably lucky for us she got taken out so early, before we had to go up against her. So, Niwatori, which of these fighters do you got dirt on?
Well, I don't know much of anything about anyone, aside from just some vague, unverified rumors here and there. Sorry, I've lived a sheltered life.
You're helpful. But it's not like I was expecting all that much out of her anyway.
Oh, but wait, that boy. I wonder what his deal is, don't you?
Huh? Who?
The sleepy one. You know, the kid who kept dozing off, remember? He didn't really seem like the warrior type.
Like you're one to talk, princess. She's right, though. He did stand out in that crowd. Not stand out like Psycho Rabbit stand out, but like he didn't belong there. Think he's worth keeping an eye on?
No. I mean, it's not like he seems all that impressive exactly, but... it's just, I don't know. I can't shake this feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Did you get that feeling? Huh? Wait up!
Now that she mentions it, there was something familiar about his face. But I don't know why. Did I fight with him? Against him? On a battlefield somewhere? What's the problem?
Bad news, Dotsuku! Rabbit's gang has split up into 2 groups now!
Walking Dead, huh? If there's someone here who can create those things, then the first thing I need to do is...
The most dangerous person in that room was Oz, the famous natural-born slayer. Then again, he was the first one to raise his hand in response to the monkey's peace proposal. That alliance fell through once the rabbit joined in. But perhaps we could still find a way to work together as fellow moderates.
I'm sorry, but I've lost sight of Rabbit and Snake. They might have realized I was watching them with my eyes in the sky.
I'm not surprised she lost him, given how green she is. Although, if they know we're watching, this could be a decoy. Rabbit and Snake send that zombie boar out as bait while they lurk in the shadows, ready to pounce. Maybe that rabbit isn't as crazy as his severely messed up appearance might suggest. Nah, he is. Anyone who uses one of his own allies as a pawn is definitely not right between the ears. In that case, I'll just have to beat him at his own game. Out crazy the crazy, and become a mad dog. Me with Tori.
Yes? What is it?
Let me see her on.
Okay.
Don't move. How's that feel?
Why would you do that? Wait. What did you do to me?
I drugged you, and you're welcome. I call it the one-man army. It unlocks the full potential of your combat abilities. My poison can do more than just kill. There is such a thing as non-lethal poison. I temporarily power her up with that venom, then I'll send her out there to deal with that decoy boar. I don't even care if she wins, just put up a decent fight. That should be more than enough to lure out Rabbit and Snake. Then I'll sneak up on him and wipe out Rabbit. Of course, even with the power boost, Rabbit or Snake could still kill the girl, but that just saves me the trouble later. Once that's done, I'll make my way back underground. A hunter and a killer. That's the warrior of the dog. Dog school. Calm down. Everything you're feeling, that's still your own power. I just gave you a little push. So just relax and let it happen. Get a grip.
Okay, get a grip. You mean like this?
There must be some way for all of the reasonable moderates to meet up. Huh?
Ushi, killing systematically. Warrior of the ox.
Uma, warrior of the horse, killing silently.